Hey everybody, LWLegends here, and today I am going to show you how to make custom shaped thumbnails for your YouTube videos. Okay, in this tutorial you're going to learn how to make something similar to what you see on the screen here. This is the thumbnail template that I use, and it's got the shape with the middle being transparent. It's got my logo up in the top. Okay, so let me show you how to make this. We're going to go to File and New, and we're going to change the width to 1280 and the height to 720. Click OK. The first thing we're going to do is hit Control A and then delete. And what that does, it selects everything and removes it so that you have a transparent background. And as you can see over here, the background is transparent. Okay, I am going to minimize this just a little bit so that it shows up more in the screen. All right, now we're going to grab us a shape, and we're going to use a rounded edge rectangle. 15 is a pretty good size. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 20. See what happens there. I'm going to put this right in the top corner. Oh, hold on. I'm going to undo that because I need this to be a different color. All right. That looks good, and kind of make all the sides about the same. All right. Hit enter to accept that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to the rectangle, select top left, and we're going to start at the very top corner and select about half of the vertical height. You can use your ruler bar up at the top and over on the left hand side to make sure that you get the exact size. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to guesstimate it. We're going to do that on both sides, top left and bottom right, and estimate it to be about right there. All right, now we're going to choose another shape, but this time we're going to choose a ellipse. So let's start the ellipse in the top left corner, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than you would think it would need to be. So we're going to make it about like that to start off with. We can always adjust it, but what we're doing is we're trying to line up both the top and the left side where they intersect, where the rounded edge rectangle intersects with the circle. And that's good at the top. Try and get it as perfect as possible. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So now we're going to go over here to our select rectangle, select again. And what we're going to do is we're going to delete the section right there where it connects. We're going to do the same over here on this side and delete. And now delete out everything that you don't need. A little bit more down here at the bottom. You can always zoom in if you need to see better. When you zoom in, you can kind of get a better angle on what you need to delete. Okay, now we're going to choose the rectangle again, or I'm sorry, the ellipse again. And we're going to start down here in the bottom right, and we're going to do the same thing for the bottom side. And that looks pretty good. Now we're going to choose our rectangle select, and we're going to delete out everything that we don't use. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now, so we've got the start of it. Now, you can change this to any color that you want. I would suggest changing it. If you want to change the color, all you have to do, let's go over here to our colors, and let's make it this green color. Okay, so you choose the paint bucket, choose your color, and click on it. There we go. If you wanted to change it to an orange, there you go, it's already done. Okay, so we've got that done. Now let's go to our magic wand. And we're going to change this section right here and make it white. And now we're going to choose this section down here, and we're going to make it white. And we're going to go right here, and this might be a good spot to zoom in And we're going to go to the bottom left corner, move this out of the way, and let's just select it with the magic wand. Go here. And now that's white. Now we go to the top right corner and do the same. Select that little, I mean, it's not a lot. You can see it's just a little tiny bit. And it really doesn't make a big difference. It doesn't have to be, because as long as it's transparent, it'll show up white on YouTube anyway. But I like to be a little more precise. Okay, so there we go. Now, we've got our background. All right, so we're going to start a new layer, and we're going to go to Add Layer. Now we're on layer 2. Now, if you have a logo or a branding icon and you want to put it on here, great. Let's do that right now. We'll grab mine, and what we're going to do is we're going to go Control C and copy that, or just right click and copy. And now we're going to go to Control V, and that pastes it in. We're going to make it a little bit smaller. So that it fits just up in our corner. And that looks pretty good. Whoops, I moved it. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Hit enter to select that. Okay, now we're going to start a new layer. Add a new layer, and now we're going to get our actual thumbnail picture that we took while we were playing the video game, or whatever it is that we're making our thumbnail with, our picture. So let's go to thumbnails, screenshots, and let's see, let's just grab a random one. Here's one right here, Minecraft. So let's go ahead and copy it, paste it in here. We're going to keep the canvas size. Now, it's going to be a lot bigger than what the canvas size is. So let's minimize it, drag it down to about the canvas size. Bring it back up to 67, which is where I like to work at this. And make it just about a perfect fit inside the entire canvas. A little bit more. Okay, there you go. Well, a little bit down. Okay, now that you have your picture in there, you can hit enter to accept. And we're going to move back to the background. We're going to uncheck layer 3. Okay, now it disappears. Make sure you have this clicked, but layer 3 unchecked. Go to your magic wand and select this little area right here. Now go to layer 3, click on layer 3, and select the check mark by layer 3. Now what that does, that has layer 3 selected in that exact shape. Now just hit delete. And as you can see now, our background is shown up. Okay, do the same thing for your bottom right corner. Uncheck the check mark, click on the background, choose your magic wand tool if you've changed it, click the bottom right, go back up to layer 3 and click show. And now it's there again. We're going to click delete. And there we go. Now, you have a custom shaped thumbnail with your logo without a border around it. Now, how do you get the border? Why did we make that border, you say? Okay, if you don't want the border, great. Leave it just like this. This is a good thumbnail. You know, put your typing in there, your words, whatever you want to put. But if you want the border, select it with your rectangle select, choose the move selected pixels tool, and let's just minimize it a little bit. Do it on the bottom and do it on the top. And that looks fairly good. Let's bring this in just a little bit more. There we go. And down just a little bit. Okay, that looks good. Hit enter to select it. And guys, there's your custom thumbnail. Now you can play around with this. You can make a wiggly thumbnail with the edges all swirly and wiggly if you want. You can make your corners up in the top right, bottom left, any side that you want to. Play around with all of the shapes. Basically, all you're doing is you're connecting multiple shapes and making them become one. Now, when you're ready to save this, what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Save As. Now, the first thing you need to save it as is a PDN or paint.net. Okay, you want to do this so that you can edit it with the layers again. We're just going to save this as test thumb video. Okay, I'm going to save it as a PDN and click save. It's saving, and now you have to save it as a PNG. You're going to do that so that you can upload it with the background being transparent. Now you're going to make sure this says 32-bit and then click OK, and then you're going to click on flatten the image. Boom, your image is flattened. There you go. Now you can't mess with it, you can't change the layers. That's why you did the PDN. Guys, this is LWLegends, and I appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, please post in the comments below. Hit that like and that share button, guys. Make sure to subscribe for more great content. I'll see you guys in the next episode.